Ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube world, what is poppin', locking, and what is dropping? So, we've officially have ended week 3 of the weight loss journey, and unfortunately, not a lot has happened these past couple weeks. So, during week 2 on Friday, I actually got told to go set up to Baltimore for a couple days. So, a lot of the journey has pretty much stopped. Or I guess went on pause for that. Now the dieting was still good, but the exercising did come to a halt. Now week 3 workout videos have not been uploaded, and the reason for that is because they were pretty incomplete. But there's one part of week 3 that I do want to sneak in there because I do feel like that it would be helpful for everyone out there to witness something like this.
Yep.
I got it.
Say
Nope.
good? You need
All
help?
right, no, I help.
All right. You're going to take, hold up. Let's just slide the weight over.
There we go.
Oh. It's going to fall fast. It's going to fall fast.
Thank you, man. Whew. Hang on.
Yes, sir.
Almost. So essentially what that was is I failed on my reps. Considering critiquing my routine up a bit, I think the 1.5 for the 5 rep is a little too much for me, and I think I need to start decreasing the weight down. So I'm thinking of multiplying the weight by 1.33 instead of 1.5, but maybe increasing reps from maybe 5 to 7. So that way it'll be a grand total of 32 reps. Again, just an idea. I'm thinking something I want to go forward to because benching is actually my weakness. I can't bench for shit. But everything else I'm pretty good with. It's just benching. Now, granted, my form is not 100% there, and I need to learn to control a lot of what I'm doing with my reps as well. Another thing to really put in consideration. I am pretty exhausted. This week has drained me out, but during my trip, I also did work a lot of hours at a short amount of time. So does that mean I was like out of the 48 hours I was up there, I worked 32. I was recovering from that as well. I'm pretty up to it now. I'm trying to edit and put out a bunch of videos today as this comes out. So, but I did do my week 4 grocery haul video, which that will be out hopefully tomorrow. I did do a week 3 grocery haul video, but it was really short. It was only like for 3 days. And so half of the ingredients were the Brussels sprout recipe that I uploaded. So if you guys haven't checked that out, I would highly recommend it because it's a really good recipe. Not great for weight loss though. Keep that in consideration. So at least that particular recipe. My protein goals were pretty good. My carbohydrates are still pretty low. Fats are still shot out of the roof. But there's something I've come to the realization with being gluten tolerant is a lot of the foods that I can eat are high in carb or more high in carb. And now since I can't really have high carb things besides vegetables and fruits, then a lot of the foods I'm now going to be eating are going to have a lot of fat in it. The fat is something I'm just going to have to. At the same time, I don't want to starve myself either. So just a couple things to put into consideration for that. So water intake, still pretty much low on the low side. Actually, if it's funny enough, Monday, I only consumed. So Monday was January 20th, and I actually only consumed 660 calories on Monday, and I burned 978. So I actually burned more calories than I consumed, which is nuts. So literally the only thing I had the entire day for Monday was 2 packets of that little beef jerky tender bite things. They're like literally this big, and a bag of Nerd Rope clusters. That was literally it. And the only reason why I had that Nerds Row crust, and that was literally like at midnight. And the reason for that is because it was just so done. And I needed something to get my stomach going. And sugar was like the only thing I had to get to keep me going. So that was that. So meal preps have been made for this week too. I explained a little bit about that on my meal prep. So my meal preps have been made and described throughout my grocery haul video, which that will be uploaded, like I said, hopefully tomorrow. Workout schedules are going to be going back to business, but again, I'm going to critique them a little bit, and I'm thinking about going from 15, 10 to 7 reps, except for the 10, 5, and 15. And I think a good reason for that is I got to go ahead and just start out the cardio rep for the warm up and then just go up to the strength. I think it makes a little bit more sense come to think about it. The reason why I added the 10, 5, 15 was because I watched the video on it and I thought it was a pretty cool idea. It makes a little bit more sense, in my opinion at least. I will be more tired when it comes to the heavier sets, but I think it's more of a better strength building technique as well. So that's also something to pay into consideration. So we got our average weight. Let me pull that up here for a minute. So we got our weights going on here. We got 204 on Sunday, the 19th, 204 on Monday, the 20th, then the 19th and 20th and 21st. Those are kind of weird weights because the scale at the hotel wasn't that accurate. It was kind of doing this and stuff. So I just gathered the weights from averaged it out, and it looks like 204 was the one to go. So Tuesday, 21st, we had 203 pounds. So it seemed like I lost a pound from that scale, but the 22nd is now back to more accurate weights. So that was 203 for Wednesday. Thursday was actually 202.6. So we actually dropped to 202, which is really cool. And then Friday, which was really neat, was actually 202.0. So we were actually at the 202 mark. We kind of broke the plateau a little bit, which is really cool. But then unfortunately today we went to 203.6. So I'll put the average up here somewhere. But we're dramatically decreasing because the average for the week 1 was 204.6, 204.2 for week 2, and then this one being our week 3's average. So, some things to definitely work on is the new routine. All right, for the new routine, I'll plan on doing the 15, 10, 7s versus the 10, 5, 15s. We're going to try that out, see how successful we were, because after that fail on the benching, we need to really evaluate how we're going to move forward with this, because if we keep failing, then that means we're not really getting what we're trying to achieve. Now, we do learn from mistakes. I understand that. But we also, if we keep failing reps, then we're going to have risks on damaging ourselves, and that's something we really don't want here, especially for myself. So, food-wise, we're pretty good. I'm happy with the meals. I'm probably going to be sick of broccoli by the end of the week. I'm not going to lie to you on that one, so keep that in consideration. We're definitely going to have to try to increase our protein and try to consume more water. I know when I go in the office, I consume a lot of water, so we'll do good for that, but it's tasking us for about a gallon a day. It is kind of difficult to drink a gallon a day. And just keep reminding yourself to drink a gallon a day, especially if you have other beverages. And those are just the common goals that we want to move forward into week 4. So week 4 is going to be a normal schedule again. We're going to be doing the leg day, the push day, and the pull day. So we're going to be moving forward with that. We're going to get hyped, we're going to get ripped, and we're going to get going with it, as well as build that booty, because I still want the juicy peach that all the females want, except for one of myself too. But that is it for the wrap up for the recap of week 3. Again, not much has happened just because of the traveling, but we're going to continue to grind back on the week 4, and we're going to continue to motivate, influence, and get everyone going, because it's going to get nuts up in here.